Good evening, beautiful people. Let's see who is online tonight. I see a bookmonger, Ginkgo Dasu, Big Walruses, Kawaii Voldemort, Felix the Panda, Zuby27. Who else is here? Syrah, of course, Ginkgo Dasu, Listen Up Phones, and Mr. Petra. Mr. Petra was actually the first one today. I'm technically the first, but yes, thank you, Mr. Petra, for joining in. Let's see who else is here. Sicky Sick, Road to Tilt, El Chow, Mystery, XYR, and Diego38. There we go. There we go. Thanks, guys, for joining in. As you guys probably know, tonight is the night. Tonight is the build stream for the Owlabs Jelly Epoch 75% in Dewdrop Colorway. So hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys are ready. This will be an in-stock sale. Yes, you guys heard me right. This is an in-stock sale of 900 units. Boards will be $389, or if you want the Dewdrop version, which is what I'm building tonight, that'll be an additional 10, bringing the price up to $399. The 900 units are distributed as follow. 700 are available internationally on popkeyboard.com. Right? Let me actually paste that in chat. 700 are available there. The other two are in Korea on Swagkeys. We'll have 50 region locked units. So here you can go check on Swagkeys if you're located in Korea. And if you're located anywhere else in Southeast Asia or anywhere close to the Philippines, really, Zion Studios is the proxy for 150 of them, 150 region locked units. And as you can see, whereas the original buy occurs this Saturday at 3 p.m. PDT. 3 p.m. PDT, the Korea and Southeast Asia ones are occurring on the 18th, on Sunday. So this is just to, so no one has to wake up at like, what, 5 in the morning just to buy a board that's already like going to be massively botted and everything, right? So, trying to make it easier for everyone. But yeah, check those out if you guys are interested. Today's build is going to be built with V2 Durox, which I've already pre-lubed and pre-assembled just to speed up the build a bit because I figure there'll be lots of questions tonight. And I will also be building it with Gateron KS3s. Why KS3s? Mainly because KS3s are made out of a fully nylon housing, so top and bottom are both nylon. This will give the board a very thocky sound. I originally wanted to put Gateron inks in it, but I have a deep suspicion. In fact, I'm very confident, based on what I've watched and what I've seen reviewed, that this is probably going to be one of my favorite boards. So, while I normally type at 70G with the Gateron black inks, if I want an all-around board, I'm going to need something a little lighter. So we'll go with these Gateron KS3s. Yeah, and in the words of Destiny's Child, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. And I am so glad that people, was it on Tuesday? People were able to figure out where that quote was from. People knew who Destiny's Child was. I'm not going to feel extremely old. Right? There we go. So yeah, came with a polycarb plate. You guys remember from the unboxing. But we will have to do a few things tonight before we actually build. We need to test the PCB out. And since the PCB has a daughter board, I'm going to have to pull out the daughter board from the keyboard. Whew. That's the daughter board right there. Just to give you guys a view of the underside of the weight. Maybe hold it over here so the lights don't get to it. You guys may also notice that my PCB is green. Not exactly sure if that's because I have a soldered one, because apparently even there are some people with soldereds that have a red PCB. But Syra did mention to me that mine has a fixed bottom row, because apparently the original ones had a messed up bottom row. I don't know. Alright, let's test out this PCB. I'm going to turn it this way so you guys can see the LEDs if they light up or not. Okay. My computer just detected the board, but the LEDs themselves didn't light up. Okay, well maybe I just have to turn them on through some key code. Let's see. You know, Sarah did send me the VIA files. So let me just grab that real quick. Maybe I have to do this through VIA in order to do it. There it is. Okay. Unfortunately, this code hasn't been checked in yet, so you have to go through this manual process. To go through this entire manual process of loading up the VIA JSON. And I can already tell from this VIA JSON that this is done incorrectly. Okay, well at least it works, but it's showing all the additional layouts, so that's kind of weird. Okay, anyway, all I want to do is turn on the lighting. Let's do that. Let's turn on the lighting. Let's turn on the lighting. Underglow lighting. Hello? Well, it doesn't look like my lighting's turning on at all. It detected the entire key map, but it's not actually turning on. Well, that's upsetting. That's upsetting, right? Sarah said FN close Q, but I think it's dead. It should light up instantly. Yeah. It's dead. It's dead, Jim. Alright, guys, we're ending the stream right now. No, I'm kidding. Here, I will try again. I'll just unplug and replug, right? Just unplug and replug everything just to be sure. Just to be absolutely sure. Let's just, you know, just never know. You just never know. My RGBs are dead, guys. Here. Replug the cable. We're just gonna... plug the USB-C back in. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's concerning, though. The fact that I had to replug just to turn on the LEDs. Okay. Okay, based on what I just saw, I suspect my USB-C port might have issues. Everything's fine, no sudden movements. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good thing it's a daughter board, right? Good thing this is the strength of a daughter board, right? Imagine if this was part of the actual PCB, right? Then you'd be like, well, crap. Like, if you put yourself in my shoes, I'd be like, you know, my USB-C port could be broken. Should I go through with the build and solder, knowing that it could potentially break down the road? Because I can still continue this build, right? Because how much is a daughter board? Like, what, 20 bucks, right? I'm sure I can reach out to Sarah and be like, hey man, could I get another daughter board off of you guys? But yeah, anyway, I am here to test the PCB. So yeah, we are testing the PCB. Try blowing on it. There we go. Okay, let's do key tester. Key tester test matrix. Woo. Okay, test matrix. Easy fix. You just have to do a bunch of replugs, which is still concerning. There we go. Alright, we're good. We're good. Cucumbers are tasty. Subscribe to Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you. Alright, this PCB is good. Though I am suspicious of the daughter board, I may have to replace the daughter board at some point in the future. I suspect there's something wrong with the USB port itself. Cannot be... I can't 100% verify that, but that is just my theory based on, you know, experience. Who dat says around Jelly Epoch or Thermal Plus if size didn't matter? I don't have a Thermal Plus, but I do have a Jelly, so at this point I can really only comment on the Jelly, and I'm gonna say the Jelly. Alright, okay. Looks like we're good. Alright, let's see. Let's go look at what Sira sent me here. You know, he sent me some build tips while doing this. Let's see, he says, 1. Put thin foam on the PCB first before installing stabs. You have to push the switch pins through it. Okay. Could I compare this in the Vega after? I do not have a Vega, and also a Vega is a different sized board. So it's not really like an apples to apples comparison and all that. All right. Interesting. Era Rosar subscribed to the Prime. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, interesting. So, when you build this board, here, let me move everything to the left a little bit. The chat box doesn't cover things. Here we go. Looks like you have to put this on first. And then poke holes through it. Who is your favorite keyboard designer? To be honest, I don't really have one. I have a favorite keyset designer, but not really a keyboard designer. I think I tend to like boards that are you know, I don't like boards based on who makes it. I like boards based on their intrinsic value, right? Like just because Rama made a board doesn't mean I'm gonna instantly fall in love with it. Okay, that is weird. That's weird because right now I can't even tell where the holes need to go. But maybe, here, maybe just as a... Here, let's do it this way. They can poke holes in this way. That's just so weird. I've never seen a board do this before. Huh. So weird. You don't need to poke holes first. But I do need to put holes in on some parts. Just shove them in while you install switches. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's try that. Alright, so what? This one first and then stabs. Let's put stabs in. So these are pre-lubed and pre-assembled stabs. I did this all before the stream. Basically, these are Durock V2s. Durock V2s that I've lubed with 205G0 and Permatex branded dielectric grease. No, I feel like I should just tape this in. Here. Just tape it in really quick like that. There we go. That should hold it semi in place. Oh yeah, guys, if you're installing stabs, yeah, this is another screw that you need to do. So that brings it to 4 different screw tips. That's neat. So get this, guys. You can't use just any tape. You need to use magic tape. Don't rip the foam when you peel the tape off. Yeah, I know. Watch me rip it later, guys. Scotch brand tape. It's magic tape. Now going with the theme of this channel, the magic of building keyboards. Just super glue it. Super gluing it to your PCB. Interesting. Not quite sure that's the best of ideas. Yep, there is the plate foam. Here, let me remove the tape that I put in first. It's the jelly part of the jelly. Is Mech Merlin a good person? Depends on your perception of good, I guess. You know, I think I'm relatively good. Maybe more on the chaotic good scale. Will you pet me? That's kind of weird. Kind of a weird ask, so probably not. Okay. Let's get that played out. Let's get that played out. Can't wait for the sound test. Wonder if all these foam would mute it too much. Maybe. Yeah, if I had gotten all of the mil maxes to work, I probably would have done a tactile build today, and it would have been easier to try out different options here, but, you know, unfortunately, the soldered PCBs do not support mil maxing. Can you say UWU, please? A little piece gifting tier 1 subs again. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Zoo and Domo Legato. And thanks for your generosity, a little piece. There we go. All right, let's go put these switches in. Pacific Ocean Pride. Pacific, I guess. Because we are closer to the Pacific Ocean than other people, in a sense. Okay, this is really gonna annoy me if I can't get it to line up just fine. Oh boy, this is not good for my OCD. You know what? Here, I'm gonna do it this way. And put the switch in first. There we go. I feel like I'm ripping that bottom foam based on how I'm inserting it. Oh well. Guess tactiles are no-go. It's not that they're a no-go, just that a lot of streamers, myself included, saw this as a perfect instance for linear, and that's what we ended up doing. Like, I'm sure you could put in a tactile board as well. Man, look at all that. That's just not. Wow. MX Browns in here would be the chef's kiss. Yeah, I was joking with the Owlabs Discord that I don't really have too many tactiles, but I do have Otemu Browns. So I was like, if we had gone that route, totally would have been like, all right, guys, I got some Otemu Browns here, putting it in a $400 board. These are Browns that I pried off of my Magic 468 back in the day. Huh. Of course. Of course I bent a leg just from doing that. Yeah, I suspect once I get at least a few of these switches in, it will actually work better. Shoots, I bent another leg. What the heck? What is wrong with this? Wow. I keep bending that leg. I'm almost thinking that that bottom foam is not worth the extra build effort. Here, let's try putting it into a different one. Holy crap! I keep bending that leg. It's easier to install the switches and then install the foam. I don't think that's possible. Domo Legato gifting 10 subs, dude. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity. Let's see. Congratulations to KR1027, Malfuncty, Iwanu, Crosswind Crozier, Huru, Mustard Overlord, Liberation, FMXLS, FMXL, Roy DeBoy, and a random rubber duck. Congratulations, guys. Make sure you tell Domo Legato thank you. Thank you very much. Wow. Dude, thanks for your generosity. Even more. What the heck? What the heck, dude? Crosswind Crozier gifting 5 subs. Congratulations to Hello Echo, Sura98, Franzis, Not Amish, and Kimchi Jody Boy. Congratulations, guys. Make sure you tell thank you to Crosswind. Oh my gosh. Malfuncty? What? Dude, you guys. You guys are so generous today. Oh my gosh. Congratulations to Switch Doctor, Pew Pew, Scruffs, Endeavor, and Genival DK. Congratulations to you guys. Make sure you tell Malfuncty thank you. Wow. Dude. This is so wholesome. Was that a pun? Because there are many holes that I need to put legs through. There are many holes in this PCB that I need to put legs through. A little piece. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay. Like my little Streamlabs widget here just like scrolled really quick. Thank you so much, guys. See, I see Peppy Ham, Clammy 11 used 14 bits, a little piece used 26, a little piece used 114 as well. Subs for bait. You guys already got me bait last week. Like, are you guys trying to get me another one? Another SA hander bait? The plate foam seems misaligned. I know, right? It's like, there we go. Yeah. It's just not the most fun to use. Are those Gat Yellows full black housing? Yes, they are. These are the Gateron KS3s, which are nylon housings. Okay. Let's see. You know what? Let's see. If I don't have a needle, I may have a screwdriver that I can poke through. So we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's do it this way. There we go. Let's do it this way. There we go. There we go. All right, hopefully this works. Yeah, that works. That works. Did other streamers? No other streamer has a soldered board, unfortunately. Zuby says, yeah, that's what I meant. There. Oh, really? Did they? Huh. What switches did they use? Yeah, that seems to be the trick, just pre-poking all of the holes. This is going in much easier. Yeah, this is going in much easier. Are V1 inks better than V2? In terms of stock smoothness, they are. A lot of people say that that's the reason why they're highly desired, but they also have that bug. Well, at least the very first edition ones. The very first ones did not have the have that leaf issue. Like the round ones. All right, here. Okay. Let's try and pull the foam a little bit more. How is my GMMK? I do not have a GMMK yet. But ask me again. Ask me again in a few weeks, I guess. We'll see then. It's a very, very flexy board. I can feel the PCB flex just as I put switches in. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to solder the center column first, just so I can hold the plate in place better. Then we'll go from there. There we go. Would you rather go vegan for the rest of your life or quit keyboards? Keyboards don't really contribute to my health, so if I had to go vegan for the rest of my life for health reasons, then yeah, I'd go vegan. Keyboards are just, you know, something I do. Like, sure, it brings me joy, but I feel like being in good health would bring me more joy. All right, let's solder this in. Let's solder in the center column. Barrett says keyboards are greater than health, but here's the thing. If you have bad health, you're spending money on health-related products, on treatment that you can't spend on keyboards, right? So the better you are inside, you won't have to spend on medicine, right? You can use that. You can use all that money to buy more keyboards. So which is why it's always better to be healthier. Have I tested box creams? No, I have not. I have had bad experiences with box, and I don't like creams. So putting the two together is it's probably a bad bad combination for me. Y'all think this is gonna sell fast? I think it's gonna sell like in seconds, to be honest. If it's not gone in like, I guess in a minute, I'd be super surprised. What am I making? I am making the Jelly Epoch. If you want to know what I'm making, you can execute the build command, or you can look at the stream title as well. The build command will usually have a little more details. $5K people on their Discord for 900 words. Yeah, I know, right? Well, some of those people were on the Discord for the Voice 65 as well. So it's not all the Jelly Epoch, right? Go. Okay. What message were you trying to say, Domo Legato? Will I be building a Salvation soon? No, I will not, actually. Unless someone sends me one to build, I guess. I have a couple things to build up next, actually. That's what seems to be the most popular in my queue these days. Don't push the PCB like streams do to showcase the flex, yeah. It's $3.99 for the Dewdrop edition, which is what I have right now. It's $3.89 for the other variants. There's a special edition. Yes, there is. If you go on Zion Studios, which is the Southeast Asian vendor, they will have I believe it's a polished brass one. No, you heard nothing. What soldering iron and soldering wire am I using? I'm using a Weller WS51, and I'm using a Kester. Let's see. What do I have here today? I have a 6337. How about first runner-up color choice? I think the sage looks really good too. Have I seen Cowboy Bebop? Yes! That is an absolute classic. Absolute classic. Though I feel like it's been a while since I've watched it. Oh, Kenshin, yeah, that's another classic right there. Yeah, okay, so Kenshin was another one of the shows that I originally watched in Mandarin before I could actually understand it. So I went back and rewatched it. Like you would think, oh Merlin, why didn't you just download it or just watch it on some kind of streaming service? And I'm like, yeah, good point. But there's this, I like being able to watch a show and understand it without having to read subtitles. Right? There's like something unique about that. Like not having to spend so much time reading and just enjoying the show. That's like something that I really miss when it comes to anime. I've made attempts to learn Japanese in the past, but you know. Are you using GMK Merlin? Yes, I am. Glad that you recognize it. Wait, hi, your ma. No, I can't. I can only say like a few select words like I don't understand, which is tiabo, which is actually very useful just because when you're speaking to older people in Taiwan, they tend to only know Taiwanese. So it makes it, and even if you can speak Mandarin, they kind of just like stare at you blankly. So sometimes you just got to be able to at least tell them you don't understand what they're saying. 不会 says you like it. Yeah. Oh, that sounds good. I don't know, honestly, I feel like my Mandarin has definitely like receded in the last couple of years, just because don't really use it for anything. Though it's funny because my wife watches like Mandarin shows, so she'll occasionally ask me, "Hey, what does this mean? Blah blah blah. What does this mean? Can you clarify this? Did he really say what I think he said?" Stuff like that, and I'm like, it's funny because like sometimes she thinks I can tell from just the context, like just from that one sentence, but then, you know, other stuff happened in the drama, so I'm like, I don't know what he meant by that because I haven't been watching. GMK Merlin, so hot. Just like you. Just like you, Zark. How did me and my wife meet? My wife and I actually met in college. I, it's funny, I was a fifth year senior and she was a freshman that year. So if I hadn't like stayed back a year, I probably would never have met her. But yeah, you know, always a reason for like everything. How did my family settle in Taiwan? So my dad was a professional musician, right? And he just happened to have a gig in Taiwan at the time. You know, so it was like, and he met her there. My mom was in Taiwan because she was starting a business. Oh yeah, that's definitely what I like right there. Do your cats understand Mandarin? Probably not. My cats are Russian, by the way. They are Siberian forest cats. I've never actually tried to see if they understand Russian or not. Though the funny thing is, I bought my cat through a breeder, and my breeder is actually a part of this community as well. Last time I visited him to look at another cat, he was showing me his key cult, and he showed me his Polaris and all that cool stuff. So it turned into like a cats and keyboard kind of meetup. Yeah, I'm pretty much almost done soldering here. It's got a few more switches here that I need to clean up the PCB a bit, and then we can put the board together. Tell your cat privyet for me. I don't know what that means. What's the specs on the build? This is a Jelly Epoch with polycarb plate, and I'm using Gateron KS3s for switches and Dewdrop V2 for stabilizers. Whew. It means hi. Oh, okay. Cute. GSGS rare build video win. I actually have to return the board pretty soon, so we won't be doing a build on it. It actually arrived to me built already by Mr. Alex Sotos. So you guys can check out the actual build on his stream. Yeah. Okay. I like your hat. Is it actually magic? Yes, it is. It gives me plus 10 to my soldering skill and plus 30 to my QMK programming. Without it, I'd be so lost. Okay. Will you put case foam in? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. What temp is your iron at? My iron is at, right now, it's 540 degrees Fahrenheit. All right. You know, now that I've soldered it, it's good to check the PCB again, right? It's good to check out the PCB. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, let's eyeball it, make sure everything looks good. Is that GMK Merlin? Yes, it is. It is parts of GMK Merlin. We'll put the rest of GMK Merlin on it. That's quite low. You generally use 700, yes. Typically, you want to avoid going too high, lest you splatter a lot of excess flux around. And excess flux has a chance of corroding your joint, so that's definitely not something that you want. Alright, looks like it's good. Looks like it's good. Okay. Testing time. Testing time. Alright, typically you just want your soldering iron to get as hot as to the point where your solder instantly melts. So mine instantly melts just fine at 550. Any higher, it starts splattering, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. How do you apply flux for soldering? Well, I have a syringe that I just squeeze out stuff on. Okay. Right. Let's see. Let's plug this back in. Here. Actually, let's do it like that. Excellent. Not lighting up again. Man. Okay. You turn. Oh, yes, I did. You're correct. Thanks for reminding. But I'm just going to change ports just in case. But I'm also not seeing this pick it up either, so we'll try it. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this could be interesting to test. Ugh. Reset. Test matrix. There we go. There we go, it is turning on. Perfect. We're good. We are good. PCB works. Excellent. Excellent. That is the way I like it. Time to clean up the PCB just a little bit. ISO backslash position. That triggered. Oop. This is 75? Yes, this is a 75. All right, I think we're ready to put it in. Let me just... Here. Just for completion credit, let me just clean it up really quick. Just a quick brush, we should be good. Okay, yep, that looks clean. Looks very clean. Okay, perfect, we're good. We are good. Don't need to worry too much. You never see Teha do this? No, everyone has their own way, but just me. I prefer to have my PCBs as clean as I can, right? The reason why you want to do this is basically if you have excess flux on your PCB and it pools around each of these legs, excess flux can lead to corrosion, right? So does it always lead to corrosion? No, but it can. Me cleaning the PCB eliminates that possibility. Here we go. I think we're good here. Let me clean up a little here. We can start assembling the board at last. Dev says, I've seen that corrosion happen. Personally, I've only ever seen it happen once, and it was on a really bad soldering job, like, oh, this guy from, like, it was a GH60 of sorts. It was a GH60, and I had to repair it for them, and when I opened it, it was just... Oh, it was just so badly soldered, and I saw corrosion around the legs, and I was start thinking to myself, I'm just like, is this one of the rare instances that you do it in? Is it? And yeah, so that's really like the only instance that I've seen it. If you're a decent solderer, you don't, I guess it's not mandatory. This is just me being thorough, right? This is just me being thorough. Right. Here we go. Yeah, you guys don't need to remove this center bit right here. There we go. What are stab shims? So, the reason why you need stab shims is because this PCB is thinner than your usual PCB. A typical PCB is about 1.5 millimeters, whereas this one, I believe the spec was 1.3, 1.4, somewhere around there. So the stab shims help to kind of make it a little bit thicker. On specifically those points. However, they don't work with what do you call them? Stab shims. I mean, sorry, with the Duroc V2s. Oh, let's see. Sierra says 1.2. There we go. Modern ones don't need them. So in your definition, what are the modern ones? Are you talking about Duroc V1, C3? Keycap, no, that's not what I said. Specifically ones with closed hole on the top. Oh, okay. Robe Principal, thank you. Thank you for your 100 bits, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, you know what? I'm just gonna throw those in with these guys since it's the same bit that I'm using. This way I still won't lose them. There we go. Okay. Does that lift up? Yep, that lifts right up. Perfect. Golf Master is getting a bit sleepy. Nice. Alright, so the way this goes in... Okay. Wow, that's probably the easiest gasket I've ever put on in my life. It just slides right on. Wow, that's impressive. Dang. Okay, hopefully it gets into the case just as easily. Yeah, I quite like how simple that is. Is it soft rubbery stuff? Can you bend it? Yes, you can bend it. Super flexy. Are those GAT yellows? They are GAT yellows KS3s. It's like you gotta be hard for getting through the whole PCB foam. Yeah, I know, right? $6.37 in the UK. Great. I'm glad there's so many viewers, so many international viewers. It means a lot to me, guys. I'm just a keyboard builder here, located in Seattle, Washington, but yet I get viewership from all over. Yeah, it means a lot to me, guys. Listen up, phone says 10:38. Yeah, listen up, phones. We're in the same time zone. 10:30. I think those need to be put on some hype music. Guess I could. KR1027 says, used to live in Bothell. Nice. I've only been to Bothell a few times. There's a... What was I going to say? There is a sushi joint that I used to go up there for. Viewing from Florida. Nice. Hey man, I'm just thankful that people are... Okay, so like, I was talking with someone just the other day. They're like, oh, people listen to you talk about keyboard stuff? I'm just like, yeah, I know, right? It's kind of weird, but I appreciate it. Keep us EDT gang awake. Yeah, right? And thanks, guys. You know what? I'm going to use... There we go. Alright. That's how it's looking so far. Pretty nice. Alright, okay. The next part's gonna be tricky because I have to feed this through the case. I guess it's not that tricky, right? You just have to... Hand-eye coordination! Good thing I'm not drinking tonight. There we go. Heh, I feel like that's crunching the wire up a bit. Does feel like that's crunching up the wire. Here, let me just... Oh, crap. Almost dropped that. Yeah, there's no channel that it goes into, so I guess it really just bends, right? Oh, you're right. No case foam. Thanks for reminding me. Case foam, case foam, case foam. Case foam. Here we go. A relief cut would be nice. There we go. This is the case foam. Thank you for reminding. I would have like sealed the case and being like, oh wait, I forgot something here. Yes. Goes in like that. Whew. Okay, where were those screws that I collected earlier? Here it is. My donate button doesn't work, but you can subscribe. Well, I've been told that the production unit will have longer wires, so rest assured that is definitely being considered. The dewdrop is growing on you. I'm glad. Wait a second. Okay, there we go. Did you pick to receive the Dewdrop color? Yes, I did. They actually were kind enough to let me choose, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take a Dewdrop. I tend to like that color better. Yeah, I think my second choice would have been Sage. Just that the problem is I don't really have green sets. So, you know, not sure if that would have actually worked out with me. Okay, before we put on the brass weight, I'm just going to plug this back in just to be absolutely sure that this works. I believe it was this key that turned it on. There we go. Okay. Ooh, the lighting does turn on. Oh, that just like scrolled my chat all the way up. All right. Put the weight on. Let's put the weight on. Jelly! Pun intended. Pun always intended. Okay, I need to use my right hand for this. Is that your Palm Sirius? Yes, it is my Palm Sirius. I have the prototype, though. So it does not have the weights attached to it. Shan Mango says, am I the only one who likes the jelly logo? You're one of the few that I've seen, but, you know, to each his own, as they say. There we go. Okay, let's put some keycaps on. I'm so excited about this. Let's put some keycaps on. As you guys know, I'm putting on GMK Merlin. GMK Merlin. Oh, geez. Oh, that sounds good. Des, 500. Thank you. Thank you so much. There we go. Ooh. Okay, just from this bottom row, I'm already extremely satisfied. Here, let me continue to take apart this board. Right, there we go. QMK key. The QMK key is in stock. Here, it's just... Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's do a little typing test here. Merlin was ready for this jelly. I was definitely ready for this jelly because this keyboard's so bootylicious for you. Okay. What switches? This is using KS3s. There we go. See, how does that actually light up? Configure. There we go. It's detecting on VIA now. Perfect. There we go. Is it lighting up? There we go. I can see brief color lighting up. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's try and do a typing test here, guys. Let's do a typing test. Let's do a typing test. I do have a secondary mic now. So let's do this. Let's do this. We have a secondary mic set so that it doesn't have the vocal EQ on it. So here, let me just mute this. Okay, good. Here, let's try this one. Vocal mic. Yeah, but keep in mind, this is I've got like a compressor on this, I've got an equalizer on this, I have a limiter, I have expand. It's yeah, you know. Yeah, this is a vocal mic setting. Here, let's see if I can adjust this new mic. See what I need to change really quick. Advanced audio properties. What is it complaining about? Oh, I don't know. Sounds more natural though. With a with a vocal equalizer on it, it sounds more natural. Is GAT Yellow KS3 good? I think they're good. Some people might not think they're good. No, it's really up to you. Here, let's do another one with the vocal mic. Keep in mind, vocal mic with vocal settings. Yeah. This is probably my best sounding 75 right now. Best sounding 75. Okay, so just as a here, let me pull out another 75 with the same switches. This is the ID80. This is the ID80, much cheaper board. Same switches, same GMK, well, not same GMK keycaps, but still GMK. Completely different sound, and going from here to this, where this is an integrated plate, this one actually starts to hurt. This is not fair at all. Yeah, I know. It is absolutely not a fair, not a fair comparison. Okay, all right. As people were saying, we need to do the thing. We need to take out the case foam. Okay. Take out the case foam. All right. Let us remove that case foam. And they say it'll sound better without case foam. All right. Goodbye, case foam. Are there any NK65 PC plates? No, there are not, because Novelkeys hasn't released any plate files. However, if you are well versed in CAD, I'm sure it's something you can figure out. Took a bit to take apart the board. Let's see. Let's do a typing test again. Let's pause the music. You know what? I actually do like it better. It sounds better. Definitely sounds better. But the foam adds something to it too. Yeah, like the foam adds something to it too. Like I feel like the foam makes it sound flexier, if you guys know what I mean. But right now, I feel like this one tightens up the sound. Which is weird, because you would think the foam is the one that tightens up the sound. So, interesting, yeah. Okay, so the foam, I feel definitely muted the spacebar more. I liked how the spacebar sounded with the foam, but everything else sounded better. So I guess it's win. Like, I guess you just have to pick what you like here. Okay, so get this, guys. Here is my other board with KS3s. This is my TGR Jane, which is one of the nicer sounding boards in my collection. So just to prove to you guys that it is, you know, Gateron linears. There it is again. There it is again. Right there. Of course, the TGR Jane is a top mount board. Yeah, Jelly does still sound better. Jelly still does sound better. So I'm like, ah, this makes me very happy. This makes me very, very happy. Holy Jelly. The Holy Jelly. Jelly hides the sound of the switches a bit. I wouldn't say it sounds better. TGR sounds so good, yeah? Yeah, they sound different. I still like the sound of my TGR. Unfortunately, it's a TKL, so I don't use it way too often. Are the switches all lubed in 3 boards? Yes, they are. But they're all built at different times, so I wouldn't say that the lube is 100% consistent. Like, they're consistent within the board, but maybe not to each other, just because the Jane I built like 2 years ago. This one I obviously built like just now. The ID80 was like early last year or something. Right? This is going to be an unfair comparison because this one has SA caps and is using alpacas. 10 Clueless subscribed at tier 1. Thank you so much. But this is a board I recently unboxed on stream. Will be disappearing in a matter of hours, I'd say. But this one is the GHS RAR. This one was the one built by Alex Sotos with 62G alpacas that are lubed and filmed. And I'm and it has a carbon fiber half plate, and I'm running SA Godspeed on it. But yeah, this is it. Oh man, it's like so high. I'm gonna use it as a wrist rest. How about that? Expensive wrist rest. Yeah, it's a $580 wrist rest. So the difference between 0305 and 7305 is the length. The width is still the same. So no matter which one you pick, it will not fit in the PCB. So people have said that this feels similar to the Voice 65, and people have tried putting Milmaxes in, and they push, and they were successful by forcing it in. While that may be successful in a Voice 65, I would say because of the flexible nature of the Jelly PCB, that would be a very bad idea. You could potentially crack your PCB. What ticks or spells can I use to increase my chance of getting one in the group buy? You need to at least get to level 10 wizardry, and then you need to go through the enchanting class tree. Alright, well anyway guys, my drink is just about done here. Let me take these last few slivers. But thank you everyone for joining in. Once again, I know people are gonna hate me for doing this. But here we go. 900 units, 389, starting this Saturday, April 17th. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you check it out. And once again, I built the Dewdrop variant of the 75% Jelly Epoch. Built it with Gateron KS3s, which are a nylon housing Gateron Yellow, making it sound deeper. Built it with the polycarb plate. This is a soldered PCB. Final thoughts is that I absolutely love it. I am so glad that Owlabs gave me an honor to review this for them. Don't think I'll actually get a review done by Saturday, but I will definitely try. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I know this was a particularly long stream. I'm also a lot slower than I am because I'm already tired. I usually do build streams on Saturday, but build streams after a workday can get very tiring. So yeah, we'll see what happens next time I do something like this. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining in. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'll be uploading the VOD onto YouTube. It'll be edited. It'll be much nicer. All that good stuff. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. Have a good weekend. And if I don't see you by Saturday and you're buying this unit, good luck. Everyone still watching gets an additional +10 to your luck stat. So good luck, everyone. Good luck, everyone. Let me know if you win, I guess. All right, guys. Have a good night. See you next time.